Sending my love to you, praying that you come home. So y'all know I be in here listening to the loose end station while I be in here working. Y'all already know this. And Sending My Love by Janae was just on. I love Janae. You know, I don't know why. I think when lesbians get together, lesbians make the most beautiful music. And I don't know if it's because the divine feminine be tangled into a sweet embrace, but Janae broke up. We ain't got no good music no more. And Floetry broke up. We ain't got. Let me tell y'all something. Floetry ain't been the same since that lady said, "See, I've been watching you for a while. Your shining star. Wanna know if I can be with you for the night? All right. Is that all right, baby?" See, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Marsha Ambrosius lost that weight and started feeling herself. When she was a big girl and that lady with that gap that couldn't sing, but she know how to do poetry. When Martha Ambrosius couldn't get nobody else except that girl with that natural with that gap, they was doing good. Marsha got a little bit of money and lost weight, started feeling herself, and the group broke up, and we ain't never been right since. Y'all can't. Let me tell y'all something. All you got to do is say yes. There is something about me seeing Marsha and that girl on that subway singing that takes me all the way back to the early 2000s when I was down at Florida State University where I got my degree in economics, studying for my degree in economics. That's when BET Midnight Soul used to come on, Midnight Love, whatever the hell it was called. And them good R&B slow jam commercials used to go on. Shouts out to everybody who was in college during the early 2000s. And shouts out to everybody who was in college during the neo soul era. Okay, we talking about those of y'all who were in college, let's just say between the years of like 99 and 2008. Those of y'all who were in college from 99 to 2008, we already know that was a very special time in music history and in neo soul history. Also, guys, don't you forget, I know y'all see that unicorn in the back of me. This episode of Funky Dineva Live is brought to you guys by Afro Unicorn hair products. Guys, if you need some hair products, looking for something to help manage and detangle and lay down your little girl's edges, you may want to check out Afro Unicorn. Use promo code Funky25 for 25% off of all things over there at afrounicorn.com. And with that being said, before we get ready to get into the show, y'all don't forget, we going out to the Dominican Republic at the end of the month. That's already paid for. Can't nobody else jump on that. But those of y'all who are wanting to go down to the cruise, y'all don't forget, y'all can either go to the link in my IG page or go to funkydyneva.com and click the link to come down to the cruise. And last but not least, guys, I gotta apologize to you. I had not realized that my contract with Mika's Treats was up. And when some of y'all went to put in the promo code last night or some other times, the promo code wasn't working because it was expired, and that's my fault. My contract with Mika's Treats is up, but y'all, we had a good time playing around with Mika and her treats. I hope that a lot of you guys have become new long-term customers of the brand because as y'all can see, the products really do work and we love them. So y'all, special shouts out to Mika over at Mika's Treats. We had a great run. And this also leaves an opportunity. If there's anybody else out there, black, female owned preferably, that has a cannabis brand that would like to fill the spot and you make delicious treats, don't feel free to email me at funkydyneva@funkydyneva.com. Now that I'm no longer contractually obligated to that company, it leaves me open to partner with another. So if you have a cannabis company and you want to slide in there and get some exposure and send me some treats the way Mika did so we can have a funky good time down to the show, please feel free to email me at funkydyneva@funkydyneva.com. If you've got friends that have a marijuana or cannabis business that want to get some promotion, tell them hit up your boy because we are very marijuana friendly over these ways and we love treats, cookies, and men's and all types of other stuff in between. On yesterday's show, somebody made a comment. They said I'm too classy based to be up here drinking out of plastic cups. I need some good some good branded glassware that make me some, bitch. Okay, I'm just handing out opportunities. They said 300,000 black women lost their job. If you are listening to me and you make glassware and you want to go into partnership and show me some designs and we make some glassware and sell it, drop down and I see now because I could go make my own damn glasses and sell them my own damn self. But I'm trying to give y'all hoes an opportunity to make some extra money because I'm lazy. If you make glasses, now I ain't looking for nobody that's just trying to do it because I just said it. If this already what you do and you got a long history of making glasses, holla at your boy. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. We got some sad news. We don't have all the details, but Dolly Parton's sister, Frida Parton, is asking for fans around the world to pray for the country music legend as she faces some ongoing health challenges. So at this time, guys, we don't have any more details. Frida just told us to pray. Now, Frida, I'm going to let you slide because you white. I'm going to let you slide because you white. Because we have a rule in the black community that when you do an all call for prayer, you have to be real Pacific. You got to be real Pacific because we, as much hell as black folks catching on our own, we need to decide if it's some shit we need to be praying for or we need to pray for God to free our nigga Tony. Okay, we have to decide. So Frida, we gonna go ahead and give her an arbitrary carte blanche blanket prayer, but we need some more details and we need you to be as specific as possible so we can decide that if this is what we really want to do. But for Dolly, we gonna make an exception because Dolly, everybody mess with Dolly. We love Dolly, and we ain't. And I know we got a whole lot of money left in the funeral fund from all that money that we raised for Kamala Harris. That I don't even want to mess around and get mad. But if Dolly go on to glory, I already know she gonna bankrupt the funeral fund, and we don't want to do that. So y'all send up a special prayer for Dolly Parton. And speaking of Kamala Harris, if y'all ever question if that lady was black like this and not like this, take a look at this video.
Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their mind. When in fact, these motherfuckers are crazy.
Let me tell y'all something. It ain't nothing better than the person that don't give a damn about their job no more. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Kamala Harris, vice president, would have never said mf'rs on camera. Kamala Harris, running for president, would have never said mf'rs on camera. Kamala Harris, who's already reached her ceiling, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this to shade her. She became the vice president of the United States. I mean, as far as a black woman is concerned in this country, that's not a bad ceiling to reach. Kamala probably don't have anything else to accomplish or anything else that she can accomplish that's going to top vice president. She can now cuss. She can now cuss. That lady like, listen, I ain't running for nothing else. There's only one other position higher than the one that I've had, and y'all have already decided that I can't have it. That lady ain't got nothing to lose. At this point, that lady gonna be doing consulting, writing books, going around doing speeches, and she ain't even got to do that because mama got her degrees. Really quickly, so somebody said in the chat, I saw it, have I talked about Kyron Lacey just yet? I have not, and it's on purpose. I don't want anybody to think that we've got important things going on in the black community and that I'm purposely leaving them out. I just haven't because it's too dark, and I've just kind of made a decision that we just kind of want to keep things upbeat over here for a little while. I'm already dealing with the onset of seasonal depression, and I just don't have it in me to do stories day in and day out about either racial injustice or black folks dying. I made an executive decision that I just think we all coming over here and we want to laugh. If it's something that is like we gotta talk about, I'll do it. But I am trying to stay away from all of the black people dying type of stuff. Hell, and I just sat up here and told this whole doggone story about talking about black people dying. Y'all, we do got one sad story coming out of Valdosta, Georgia. A 2-year-old was mauled by 2 Rottweilers. Y'all take a listen.
Tragic news out of Lowndes County. A 2-year-old was killed after allegedly being left unattended by a babysitter and then getting mauled by dogs. On Saturday, October 4th, Valdosta Police Department officers, Valdosta firefighters, and South Georgia Medical Services went to a house in the 3800th block of Pecan Drive for a dog attack. VPD says that when first responders arrived, the child was already dead. Now, a GoFundMe set up by the child's mother identified him as Kamir Jones. Investigators believe 48-year-old Stacy Wheeler was running an unlicensed daycare at her home. VPD says that Jones's mother had taken him to Cobb's home for her to watch him. Police believe he was left unattended for more than 2 hours. Cobb told authorities that she was taking a nap and thought Jones was well. VPD says that Jones was able to get out into the backyard, and once outside, he opened a kennel containing 2 large Rottweiler dogs. Police say the dogs then mauled the child to death. Now, Cobb was arrested and is currently facing 2 felony charges in second-degree murder and second-degree cruelty to children. VPD says that Jones was the only child at Cobb's house when the incident happened. However, on most days, she reportedly has around 10 children at her home. Now, Valdosta Police Chief Leslie Manahan released a statement that says, quote, "This is a horrible and tragic event that should have never occurred, but because of negligence on this offender's behalf, a mother has tragically lost a child. Now, I want to express our deepest condolences and sympathy to the family. No words will..."
Y'all, this is so sad, right? So I'm gonna take my time and let this story breathe for a second. So there are a lot of things to talk about, right? So number one, first thing that blared out is that the child was being kept at an unlicensed daycare, a woman that keep kids. And on this particular day, she was supposed to be watching that 2-year-old, but she normally has 10 kids in her care. I want to be very honest with you. I'm not upset about the child being at the unlicensed daycare. I'm not upset about that because people watching kids is how black people have made it through since the beginning of time. Y'all know we are very resilient people and we've always known how to make it enough. Some of y'all listening to me was kept by somebody because your parents or your family could not afford daycare. So I am not mad about the child being kept at an unlicensed daycare. And I don't think that we should harp on that because a lot of communities do it. And if it wasn't for some of these unlicensed daycares, some of our parents wouldn't have been able to go to work. Now, with that being said, there also is a world where people say you get what you pay for. There also is a world where somebody said if the child was actually at a licensed daycare, 2 Rottweilers would not have been in the backyard. I think that it's possible for your child to go to an unlicensed daycare and for you to not have to worry about your child being mauled by 2 damn Rottweilers because all things constant, Miss Man was supposed to be watching the child. And it's unfortunate that she took her ass up there and went to sleep for over 2 hours or for at 2 hours or for more than 10 minutes or for more than 5 minutes, leaving that child unattended. And as a result of this, a mother has lost their child. This is horrible all the way around. And it's like, yeah, you gotta go to jail for negligence, mama, because a lot of things transpired. The 2-year-old left whatever area they were in. The 2-year-old was able to open the back door. The 2-year-old was then able to go out and open the dog cages. I mean, if that's not negligence, I don't know what is. Quiet as it's kept, like, girl, where you must stay in Pee Wee's Playhouse because what kind of doors you got that a 2-year-old is able to unlock your locks? which suggests to me that your locks wasn't locked, because I don't give a damn if you had a 2-year-old with Michael Jordan. There is no 2-year-old that's tall enough to turn that top lock. They may be able to reach that bottom lock, but there's not a 2-year-old alive that could reach that top lock. So that door just had to be unlocked, or there has to be more to the story. Maybe the lady got some older teenagers that were there that's supposed to watch the child. They left the door open. I don't know what happened, but this is a very sad situation. Also, wherever you had those dogs locked up at, they wasn't locked up worth a damn. Them dogs was not locked up worth a damn. And I say that because I have a basic Petco kennel for my dogs. And sometimes I can't even open it with 2 hands because I got the one on the hinge. You got to lift and slide. What were your dogs being housed in out back where the child was able to get through the gate and get to the dogs? It's a lot. It's sad. And unfortunately, you just took one of the most costly naps that a person could ever take, because as a result of that nap, your ass is going to prison for a long time. It's so unfortunate. Moving right along, guys. Offset did an interview with Keke Palmer. And in that interview, the people wanted to know, is part of the reason that Offset and Quavo don't get along because he slept with Sweetie. And Offset sat right up in Keke Palmer's face and he told something, whether it was the truth or whether it was a lie. Y'all gonna have to decide. Take a look.
Was there truth to you and Sweetie?
No, man. It was a rumor, man. And I feel like it was something deeper than that for the split of me and bro. It was something deeper than that. You know what I mean? It was something deeper than that. I don't really want to touch on, but it's something deeper than that. I think that was just like that was a thing that was a bug that I heard. I think people was trying to tear my situation down in that situation.
Mm-hmm. And you think there were business people that were plotting on you both?
For sure.
Yeah, and they were creating you guys, stopping you guys from being strong so that y'all couldn't go together against that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then because I would be seeing I would be seeing headlines and we men, so we don't play those games. We don't even know how to do that. And so it was just like, that was a weird thing though. That was kind of crazy.
I mean, the lengths that people go in our industry to enmesh themselves in your personal life to get certain outcomes in business, their lengths are great.
You know, so somebody just raised a very valid comment. Somebody wrote that Keke Palmer is not a girl's girl, because why would she interview him after what he did to Cardi? Interesting. I'm not a girl. I'm not going to comment on this, but I will say this. Offset, somebody not telling the truth. Now, Cardi done already came out and all but said you did it. It's been all on the blogs, and then you saying that it was a lie and you think it was deeper than that. And then Keke got right behind you and tried to clean it all up and fill in the blanks for you, talking about you think it was people from the music industry trying to break y'all up. No. And the Stallioness said Cardi likely saw the evidence. I don't know. Now, a lot of y'all are saying, I don't know why this is an interview for Keke. Very easily, guys. Keke is starting out with her podcast, and don't get me wrong, despite the fact that she's Keke Palmer, in the very beginning, guys, you still have to get who you can get. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to get who you can get until it becomes, oh crap, like she only gets top people like Gayle King. And we're not going to pretend like Offset is not a good look for anybody who's trying to podcast. So that's why she got Mr. Offset. But I'm mad that she just allowed Offset to get on there and lie, because the follow-up question should have been, well, if Offset is that's telling the truth, where do you think these rumors are coming from? And why do you think Cardi suggests that and allowed fans to think that if that is not the truth? And why don't you think Sweetie has ever spoke on it? Like, there was a round of follow-up questions, Kiki, that you were supposed to answer and not try to fill in the gap and fill in the blanks on his behalf. Moving right along to somebody else who is crazy as all hell is Cam Newton. Ladies, I ain't gonna talk too much because I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm being very honest. I'm an honest hoe, and all my hoes are honest. I'm gonna play this Cam Newton clip, but I'm not gonna give Jasmine Brown too much after this because I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a certain amount of ish I would put up with if the person I was with had a whole bunch of money. And y'all can say what y'all want to say about me, but bitch, there is something to say about a bitch that live good and the rest of y'all hoes that go to work. Okay, so yes, Cam Newton stay embarrassing that lady 17 ways past Sunday, but she living good and she don't have to work. And so maybe that's part of the reason why she puts up with this. But anyway, ladies, how would you feel if you got with your guy and at some point while you guys recording and or dating, he asked you for a list of everybody you've slept with? Take a look.
I wanted to know her list.
Of who she fucked?
I want to
Names,
know. I
addresses?
needed to know. I have
Oh
to.
my God.
And I'm going to tell you why, though. I want to know. Because before I sit up here and really keep moving and elevating our relationship, I want to know who got one up on me. And if I'm willing to take on that burden, because why I want to know? If you had any type of relationship, intimacy, experiences with people that I really know, I need to know that. I'm owed that. Because if you don't give me that, you got me, hey y'all, this my girl, and you got somebody over there in that corner like, that nigga don't know. What's up, my boy? You good? She bad, ain't she? Yeah, that's mine. Baby, you want some juice? You want some punch?
But you're a special man because a lot of niggas, they're too insecure to act.
So listen, he said the quiet part out loud. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a problem with any man or woman feeling this way, but the same has to hold true for both people. And honestly and truthfully, Cam, as much as you spread your seed and as much as you talk about how you date multiple women and are intimate with multiple women, the likelihood of you having slept with somebody that she knows is much higher than the likelihood of her having slept with somebody that you know. Secondly, I think that there's a better way to do this. I think the proper way to do this, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the proper way to do this is to say to your partner, man, you ain't, which if any of my homeboys have you messed with? I think that's the proper way of doing that than to go and want somebody to document all of their lovers. Secondly, and this is just me talking as a mature adult, I think anybody that I would be involved with, I would like to think that we would organically come up to the other and be like, hey, we were at that Christmas party the other day and I saw that you were talking to John Carpenter. Yeah, I just want you to know, me and John had a thing, back in 2010. I mean, I just think that's the way normal, reasonable adults do that. What I'm going to tell you what I don't like about what Cam Newton does sometimes. I think that it is a big stroke to Cam's ego, and it makes him feel like such a man when he can get on these public platforms and beat his chest about all the ways he can make his women jump through hoops and hurdles for him. I think Cam gets off on being able to do this and then knowing that
I wanted
they
to know
aren't
her list.
going
Of who she
anywhere.
fucked?
And then, Jasmine, I don't know her. I know her through social media. We may like and comment on each other's stuff from time to time. I don't know her personally. I don't have anything against her. But I also don't think it makes it any better when she comes behind and she came behind him and said, "Whoa, I can actually breathe now that I've gotten that off my chest. I can't see it from this far," but she said something to that effect. She came behind it. And I noticed that this is a pattern for Jasmine. Whenever Cam comes along and says something, and all of the sisters and all of the women start going on these tangents about how they man could never and how they would be embarrassed and how she needs to kick them to the side. She comes behind Cam and always posts something to let us know that she's all right with what he did, or she's okay, or she's not bothered. And I don't know, Jasmine. I mean, I think it's a coping mechanism. And like I said, I don't know this girl from a can of paint, but it's giving a coping mechanism. It's giving, let me lessen the blow. It's giving, let me kind of tell them, don't cry for me, Argentina, that I'm good over here. But I am willing to bet, despite the fact that she just may be good, I'm willing to bet that she would prefer that he didn't carry on like this in public. And I would imagine that she would prefer that Cam would carry on in a way that most people would find consistent with being a good boyfriend and a good lover. Because Cam really does conduct himself in a way that's inconsistent with the way that most women would say they want to be loved. But Jasmine, here is one thing that I respect about Jasmine that I don't respect about a lot of girls, women, reality stars that date athletes and entertainers. Jasmine let it be known, I am here largely because he's a multimillionaire dude. And I like the life. And I like the lifestyle. And I'm living good. And she's accepted Cam's behaviors as par for the course. And listen, just as long as she knows what it is and she's willing to accept it, somebody said 5 years, 12 kids, and 2 dogs. Well, listen, she already got her 2 kids. Now she just got to work on the 5 years and the dog. And she gonna be good to go. Hey, if she like it, we love it. And at the very end of the day, her boyfriend got more money than yours and mine. So now what, bitch? I know that's right, Jasmine. Don't you let these hoes who get up and go to work every day talk you into becoming one of them. Y'all, whatever, y'all want to get on here with all this dignity and this self-respect talk. Let me tell you something. For the right price, you could have a little piece of my dignity and some of my self-respect. You really could. You could. You could. You could. You could. I'm an honest hoe, and all my hoes is honest. And the only reason why y'all are so able to be like, I could never, is because you ugly and you unattractive and you'll never be in that damn situation. I am sorry. For that type of money and that type of good living, he can have a small piece of my dignity. He can have a small piece of my dignity. He can have a small piece of my dignity, and he can have a little chunk of my self-respect. And I'm finna really make it hit home for you. Because how many of y'all don't sacrifice y'all dignity and self-respect and sharing a car with a nigga? Ooh. How many of y'all sacrifice y'all dignity and self-respect and y'all going 50-50? How many of y'all sacrifice y'all dignity and self-respect and y'all baby daddy won't even pay child support or come see the child? So I'm sorry. He can have a little bit of my dignity. Nikki B said just a touch, just a little bit. This is a safe space. Sis, you don't have to be a strong, independent black woman in this space. And that's the thing. Y'all keep wanting to be strong and independent, baby. Listen, it ain't, that strong, independent shit is overrated, okay? It is strong and overrated. I'd rather be provided for and handed provisions in exchange for a little bit of my dignity and my self-worth. Just a little bit. Now, not enough to make me feel like I got low self-esteem and I look like Precious. Not that much. But what he just did on the show, he could do that. He could do that. He could do that. He can't go too much further than that, but he could do that. He could do that a little bit. He could do that. He could do that. He could do that. When that lady walk into her house, she got waterfalls and shit coming down from the front door. When y'all walk into y'all house, y'all got dust bunnies and shit falling down. Y'all got dust. Y'all got dust, silk plants, daddy long legs, spiders, sugar ants all over the counter, spoiled milk in the fridge. See, y'all don't know about this type of living over here. That lady ain't got that. When that lady walk in her house, Consuela up there with a thing, wiping that stuff down. It's no cobwebs nowhere in between her legs and in her butt. No, isn't any in her house. This different type of living. And Amanda Jackie says she'll get tired. Yes, she would. This was not meant to be a long-term situation. And when she is tired, she would have been on put in 5 years, 2 kids, and a dog. All right. She might not get alimony, but she got them 2 kids and a dog. Okay. She might not have nothing on paper, but hopefully she collected enough gifts, money, assets, getting a little piece of duplex. Hopefully he bought her mama a duplex or paid the mama Honda off or something. That girl ain't gonna leave with nothing. Jasmine, let me tell you something, Jasmine Brown. Quiet as it's kept. While I got you on the line, sister, you hear me, daughter, and you hear me damn good. I would not give a damn if he popped up tomorrow and got somebody pregnant with octuplets. You don't put in too much time at this point to not make it to your 5 years, 2 kids, and a dog. Bitch, you better stay right there. You better stay your ass there till you get 5 years, 2 kids, and a dog. Then, and only then, can you start entertaining conversations about leaving. Bitch, don't you leave with nothing. Don't you let these strong, independent black women convince your ass to leave with nothing. They don't even want to be them. They don't even want to be them, okay? Let's start off with this. Don't nobody on God's green earth want to drive a Camry or drive an Altima, okay? Then when you layer that with being a single mama who drive a Camry or an Altima, who got 2 kids, who work at the front desk of a medical office, or as school teacher fish, okay? Or as retail assistant manager fish. Don't nobody want to be that. Don't you let these people convince you to leave your good rich man until you get your 5 years, 2 kids, and a dog. He already been making a fool out of your ass for over 3. At this point, bitch, what's 2 more? What's 2 more? And y'all think I'm around here joking and playing. I'm being dead ass serious. You a dumbass bitch if you ever leave with nothing. Don't you leave nothing. Don't you and I understand when these men be putting you through and I need to leave. Bitch, you better plan your damn exit. You better learn from Juanita Jordan. Stay. Just a little bit longer. But he did it. Stay. Just a little bit longer. For each and every one of y'all on this thing, like my grandma said, if that man ain't whooping your ass, I encourage you to stay a little bit longer until you can plan your exit. Don't you leave with nothing. Lock in, say every day you tell us how you feel about black women. Girl, shut the fuck up. Okay? Shut the hell up. You see what you want to see. You taking this bit of satire and this comedy bit and you reverse engineering it to make it a whole, I hate black women, I think lower black women. I would give this advice to any damn woman. Bitch, don't you leave with nothing. This ain't got shit to do with being black. This got everything to do with not being dumb. The nigga don't already embarrassed her ass for 3+ years. What's 2 more? You be a damn fool to leave with nothing. Hey, you tell us every day how you feel about black women and your mentally ill ass watch every day. So what does that say? Which one of us is more fucked up, me or you? Moving right along before I cuss your ass out on this thing. Deshaun Watson. These football player men's is real nasty. And because they real nasty, the internet was not pleased with the fact that y'all are now pedestalizing Deshaun Watson. Take a look. So Deshaun is now getting married, and somebody tweeted, y'all are so desperate to see love that y'all are sanitizing a sexual predator. Now, if you guys are unaware, Deshaun Watson in 2021 was sued by more than 24 female massage therapists for sexual harassment and assault. Watson has denied any wrongdoing while settling 20 claims of sexual misconduct. And so here are some of the tweets that people have had. Somebody said, marrying a man that sexually assaulted multiple women is crazy, but hey, yuck. We are not making that nasty MF'er into a couple goals wedding Pinterest card. No, ma'am. Proof that cancel culture isn't a thing and predators will always thrive while victims never get justice. And the comments go on and on and on. And the video down at the bottom of the screen is him having a wedding with a girl. So let me explain something to a lot of people. All right. Let's just talk about it. Many Black young girls, many Black women are not in a situation, world, environment, and or circles where they can turn down multimillionaires. Now, we can sit here and unpack it. Y'all can take it as truth, or we can unpack it later. So y'all wonder why people like this are celebrated, because let's face it, girls and guys, for all of my people who were young once upon a time and a rapper or an athlete or an entertainer tried to holler at you, you know what I'm saying? Many of us were overjoyed and giddy, traded phone numbers, and we liked it. But many of us don't come from a world where we get 3, 4, 7, 12, and 13 people that are multimillionaires hollering at us. Many Black people, unfortunately, some, not all, come from very humble beginnings. And yes, money blinds people, especially when you ain't had none before, especially when your family ain't got none before, especially when this man over here that got multiple millions look much better than this Negro over here that work at the factory. Or hell, your prospect might be another doctor or another lawyer or whatever the case may be, but bitch, the lifestyle. Listen, y'all be wanting to sleep and act so damn self-righteous, but there are a lot of things that people will do for a lifestyle. There are a lot of things people will do for lifestyle. There are a lot of lies people will tell themselves. There is a lot of denial people will go into. No, he didn't do that. Them girls just lying on him. They just made him a target. Oh, he not going to be like that with me. He not going to be like that with me. And the proof is in the pudding. Because again, the same ones that y'all sitting on here judging this girl is the same ones who laid up with a dude that don't take care of his kids and got multiple baby mamas, and you had a baby from him because you thought he not gonna do me like that. He loved me more than he loved them other ones. And your ass got turned around and did just the same way. I'm just saying. Now, 20 claims is a lot. But I want Chanel and I want Prada and I want a Range Rover and I want to live good. And unfortunately, guys, that is a lot of people's attitudes, especially when they don't see a way of getting it any other way. And it baffles me sometimes that y'all act like y'all don't understand that. For people who come from very humble beginnings, money is everything. For a lot of people, money is everything, especially when you ain't had none before. And somebody come along and can change your life and do more for you. Yes, you will put up with more from a dude with money than one without. You will overlook some shit for the lifestyle. Now, they say his wife's self-made. Well, then that throws my whole diatribe in the garbage. But maybe she just loves the man but it don't change the truth about what I said. And even with her being self-made, baby, a little extra ain't never hurt. A little extra ain't never hurt. And maybe it ain't got to be about the money. Maybe it can be about status. You know what I'm saying? But people do the things that they want to do. Somebody said, well, get your ass up and work. I mean, get your ass up and work, honey. They said, get your ass up and work. Somebody said, oh, it passed. Somebody said, oh, it was real funny. Somebody said, Cassie. Somebody said she did not come from humble beginnings. Somebody said I could spend his money too. Nevertheless, y'all let them people be married. Let that lady have her day. We ain't got to celebrate it, even if they do. All right, y'all. Something else that's sad. Our special needs girl, the one that I said reminds me of Stephanie Mills. She done went bike to jail. This time, y'all, for drinking $1 sparkling water. Take a look.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Your name, please?
Hi, my name is Marley Bryan.
Miss Bryan, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for petty theft. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Got a $1,000 bond. We're going to order that you not return to that Dollar General downtown.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, ma'am.
Okay.
So, guys, special needs woman who went viral earlier in the year after spending nearly 2 months in jail over a petty theft at Target has reportedly been arrested again, this time for drinking a $1 sparkling water inside the Dollar General without paying first. According to reports, she's being held on $1,000 bond, sparking outrage online as people question why someone with clear cognitive delays continues to be criminalized instead of receiving public care. Many are calling on local authorities to intervene. We are her caretaker. Why isn't the system doing anything? Guys, this is very unfortunate. We have so many questions that will probably never get answered. Like, number one, where is her family? But the bigger issue that I have, especially when you see somebody come across your court that's like this over something so petty, I honestly think that is the moment for the judge to sweep her case to the social work department and not layer this woman with charges, court dates, and fines. Like, all we're doing is running up this lady's rap sheet, wasting taxpayer dollars, and getting her further and further and further lost into the system over petty situations. Let me tell y'all something. It cost us more in resources than the theft was even worth. It cost us more in resources. You had the resources, you had the salary of the 911 operator that answered the phone. You had the salary of the officer or officers that arrived at the scene. You had the wear and tear on the vehicle as well as the gas. You had the processing costs at the jail. You had the salary of the public defender, the salary of the correctional officers. You had to house and feed this woman all over a $1 drink. Honestly and truthfully, as taxpayers, even though what she did was wrong, we should all be upset. You spent all of that taxpayer money to prosecute this woman over something that honestly and truthfully should have been handled by means of community policing, or that just should have been dropped. Like, I, in good conscience, could not have been a police officer who arrested this woman. Had it been me, I'd have just reached in my pocket and given them the dollar for the drink and probably handed her $10, asked her where she lived, and drove her home. Our system is broken and it is flawed. On the flip side of things, I understand that our police officers are not social workers, nor are our judges, and they don't have the bandwidth or the capacity to evaluate every single person that they arrest or get called out for. But this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Not to mention, as viral as this lady went, you cannot tell me that there is not a judge or a police officer alive in that county that's not aware who this woman is. So somebody says, what do you do with her if she keeps doing this? You hold responsible the person that should be responsible for her care. So one of two things should happen. Number one, she should either become a ward of the state if she's mentally incapable of caring for herself, or whoever has access to whoever has her rights. Whoever is responsible for her and has her rights should be held responsible for this. But this is ridiculous. At this point, I'd rather them just make her a ward of the state and put her in a group home or put her in a some sort of institution. Like, and let's get down to the bottom of it. It's giving. She probably was hot and walking the street and walked in and just needed something to drink, and she drank it from a place of survival. I wasn't there and I can't prove it. But for her to go in there and get in trouble for the water, it's giving she probably had been walking the street and was hot. And because she's mentally delayed, she did whatever she needed to do to quench the thirst. But whoever called the police on her, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you, especially over $1. And speaking of special needs and somebody else who need to be in a facility, Finesse 2 times went to the internet in a Cam Newton fashion to let us know that he was a pimp and his baby mama was a hoe, and he's sorry that she dead, but he want the baby to keep from paying her whole ass family some child support. Take a listen.
Condolences to my baby mama. Was we on good terms? No. Have we been on good terms since my daughter been hurt? No. I made my daughter through the game. I made my daughter through pimping. That's how I made my daughter. My daughter didn't come from a successful relationship with this lady. We waiting. I was some pimping and she was some hoeing. We got fucked up on them H pills. Baby ended up having hard problems, and it is what it is. I went to the fan and everything went left, cuz. Shawty didn't do my time with me. When I found out Finesse was coming into this world, I helped, I did what I could. I sent. I sold K2 in jail. I made $50 here, $50 there. I sent what I could. I did what I could. I couldn't do nothing. I'm here. That shit weak. That shit weak. Y'all think you finna get something out. You wanna be in tour with me. That's what it is. You don't wanna work with me. You wanna be in tour because you broke, you miserable. You think you got you a big payday. Y'all ain't got yourselves nothing coming. I'm her biological father. By law. And I'm coming to get her. Since you want to play. Since you want to play, I was going to just let her stay over there and broke y'all off, make sure I see my child, make sure I spend time with her. I am her biological father. By law. That's my blood. I am the primary. That's my blood. I'm coming to get that. Since you want to go with me. That's mine. That's me there. I spit that out. Can't no motherfucker tell me what I'm gonna do about mine, man. Jail or hell, man.
Listen. I mean, points were made. Points were made. His name Finesse and her name Finessa. Good God. Do y'all think that baby should stay where it's at, or should Finessa come with her daddy? If Finessa should come with her daddy, put daddy in the chat. If that baby need to stay where she at, put stay in the chat. Lord, I already know what y'all finna say. If y'all think Finesse need to get the baby need to go over to the Finesse house, put daddy in the chat. If y'all think that baby need to stay where she at, put stay. Here's the thing though. Multiple things can be true at the same time. I mean, no shade. We can look at Finesse 2 times and we can tell the type of baby mamas that he may have, and we can only make some type of estimation about the type of families and whatnot that they come from And yes, them people probably are looking at the fact that he's a rapper or whatever the case may be, and that they can get some kind of level of child support. And it's unfortunate because I don't know the law. When I went down to Florida State University and got my degree in economics, and people ain't teach me shit about family court and how to conduct myself in that bitch. But I do believe that there is a world where if he can show that he's financially stable and he's got a clean house and all that type of stuff, that he do get first dibs on the baby. All I can do about this one is just pray. They said the baby got heart problems. I hope the baby is not disabled or whatever, because I damn sure don't think that he's gonna be the best father for a disabled child. Somebody, Tammy Morton, say she need to be a ward of the state. Lord have mercy, Tammy. You ain't got, good God Almighty, Tammy. This is what I will say. If I'm being perfectly honest, upon evaluation of the family's house, she probably should stay. I mean, Finesse ain't have no interest in having her before this. And it's not giving that he's ready to settle down and be no single father anyway, especially of a special needs child. He said he was gonna give y'all something. Then Finesse, go ahead and give him something. Now, I want to give y'all a piece of advice that my father gave me when it came to child support, right? And it took me living a little longer to realize that this advice may not work for everybody because some of us have different associations with the legal system. My father always said that if you have a child from, another woman or another relationship or whatever, my father said to me, he said, you want to be on child support. My father said, you want to be on child support because it's clean. There's no discussion. There's no ambiguity. There is nothing to fuss about. It's outlined and it's detailed, and literally it cuts down on the, you know what I'm saying, back and forth. You didn't give this month, you didn't give that month. And I just never understood some men's aversion to child support. Now, I understand people who make their money funny, or people who have a funny relationship with the law, and guys who are constantly caught up in the system. I can understand them saying, I don't want to get the man involved. But here is my other thing. Somebody said so here's my other thing. If you already know that you are prepared to give something every month, then I don't understand what the big deal is about it being formal and on paper. Let's just say, using me hypothetically, if I, got somebody pregnant, I had a child out there, I already know what type of man I would be to my child. I've already said if ever I had a child, like, I would just buy or rent a townhouse and pay all the bills at the townhouse, and my baby mama would be responsible for taking care of the child and just doing her own bills, okay? So let's just say hypothetically, that's the type of man I am, and I already know I'm going to have to be giving $2,500, $3,000, $4,000, whatever financial situation I'm in to make that happen. If my baby mama decided to say, okay, I want to go the child support route, that would not bother me. Because hell, I already made up in my mind that I was going to be giving you $3,000 or $4,000 a month anyway. So, I mean, now it's just on paper, but it's not changing what I was going to give you. I think the only people who feel a way about child support are people who don't want to pay. Or now, don't get me twisted. I'm not upset with athletes and entertainers that don't want to pay child support to the tune of $35,000 a month. Hell yeah, fight it, because I would fight the shit too. But when we just talking about regular old people, just regular everyday people, six-figure earning people, honestly and truthfully, I would have no problem with you putting me on child support because I plan on paying. So what's the difference if I Zelle you the money or they take it out my check every 2 weeks? What is the difference? The net effect is the same. That's just me. That is just me. But you're talking to somebody who's a law-abiding citizen who ain't got no issues with the law, and who plans on being an upstanding father, I'd have no problems. So all y'all saying, let me have your baby Q. Because the judge may come back and make you pay way more than you can. But see, that's just it for me. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in way more than you can. There is a rubric that they use. It is a percentage of your income, and it's called accountability. Because the reality of the situation is, if you were with your child's mother and if you were taking care of that broken ass family that you just created, you'd be paying that much anyway. So child support is not the real issue. The real issue is running around spreading your seed, creating broken families. If I make $100,000 a year and I got to give my baby mama $30,000 in child support, I don't have a problem with that. Me personally, I don't have a problem with that. If they take 30% of my income, I don't have a problem with that. And I don't see why most men would, unless you got kids over here, kids over there, kids over there, and then you trying to run the street and evade your responsibility. I have so many friends, female friends, that I have witnessed struggle because they get stuck with the child, and when the daddy says, the daddy agreed to give her $1,500 every month, and then this month roll around, the daddy simply calls and say, I ain't got it. And she was banking on that. And now she's stuck. I've got so many friend girls that I've witnessed go through this. I've actually got some homeboys that are deadbeat dads that I watch not pay a damn thing, but be out and down to the bar and all of that. And then I'm going to tell you the last stupid thing, and I'm going to move on. And maybe it's because I come from a different type of upbringing and I don't come from the street. Ladies, I don't know what this is about certain factions of the Black community that y'all wear taking care of a baby by yourself as a badge of honor. And you go around saying, I ain't going out there putting him on child support. I ain't making him. If he don't want to take care of his child, he don't got to take care of his child because this child going to be taken care of. Who taught y'all that? Like, seriously, who taught y'all that stupid shit? There is no honor in struggling. There is no honor in letting your ego get the best of you, that you too caught up in your own ego that I ain't putting him on child support. Either he gonna take care of his child or he not. And if he not, that's all right, because me and mine gonna be okay. Me and mine gonna be okay. And then y'all the same ones that want to get on relationship podcasts and bitch about how men don't want women with kids and single mama this and single mama. There is no honor. Who taught y'all that ass backwards, poverty written ass shit? I am sorry. I am sorry. And you's a damn fool. You give your baby daddy 2 chances. If your baby daddy work and he supposed to give you money on the first, he missed it that first time, you let it slide. He missed it that second time, you let it slide. You dumbass bitch. Take your ass down there to the courthouse and put his ass on child support. This is not about you. It's not about you. It's not about your ego. It's not about your pride. It's not about what your mama and your aunties told you. It's not about that. It's about your child needs support. It's about it's hard out here. It's about he laid down and made that child with you. He deserves to be carrying part of the burden too. I have run across so many Black girls and Black women who get that way of thinking from they ass backwards ass mammies and they aunts who ain't got no man. That bitter Black woman faction. I don't need no man. He don't want to take care of his kids. If he don't want to take care of his kids, that is why they put the child support system in place. Sis, And then some of y'all be too worried about the man being mad with y'all or hurting his feelings, or y'all don't want his mama to be mad with y'all. And this, that, girl, please. Y'all worry about the wrong damn thing. And all the while, you and your child is suffering. I'm finna minister to some of y'all. How many of y'all in here right now, baby daddy ain't doing right and you don't have him on child support? Put me in the chat. Watch this. Watch how many silly hoes we got in the chat. How many of y'all baby daddy don't help y'all at all and y'all don't have him on child support? This is a safe space. Put me in the chat. So we finna spend the rest of this time and talk to y'all silly ass. Y'all ain't being honest. I don't see no me's. It's 9,000 of y'all in the chat. Maisha Brown said me. Where the rest of y'all? Baby daddy sitting up there got good ass damn jobs. Police officers and bus drivers and warehouse managers and crossing guards, and don't bend down to his job. Y'all mind and messing with men that don't bend on down there to their job for 8 and 10. Do you honestly think a man that's been on his job for 8 and 10 and 11 years gonna walk away from that damn job to avoid from paying child support? Absolutely. Put his ass on child support. You sitting up there struggling, barely feeding your child with damn pride and ego. At the mall with your daddy, what are you waiting on? He not coming back to you. He don't want you. Playing nice with his ass ain't getting you nowhere. Playing nice with you ain't getting you nowhere. All of y'all that won't put him on child support, he's not coming back. He don't value you. He don't respect you. He don't want to make a family with you, because if he did, he'd be there and we would not be having this conversation. He's got another girl. He's out there putting babies in somebody else. Bitch, you better go in there and put your papers in first. And then that's the other thing y'all dumbasses do. Y'all sit up, won't put him on child support. Y'all are gonna let him have babies with somebody else. That girl mama raised her right. She put his ass on child support, so her kid or her children get the lion's share of the money, and then your dumb ass finally get the balls to go put his ass on child support, and now you only get $45 every 2 weeks, while she over there getting $416 for each child. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And somebody said child support need a residential address. No, it don't, bitch. It need an economic address. They'll take a job. They will take a job. You ain't got to know where he stay, baby. All you need to know is where he work. All you need to know is where he work. You don't need to know where he stay. You just need to know where he work. Trust me. Now, if yours a bum, you just got a whole nother situation going on. Because, I mean, you got to be a special kind of runaway to sit up and just listen. I'm not going to judge nobody for no mistakes they made in their 20s. All right? Because a lot of us made mistakes in their 20s. But if you had a baby over the age of 30 and you in one of these situations, you just dumb. You just dumb. If you waited over 30, if you get a pass if you had a baby from a bum in your 20s. Let me ask y'all this. How many of y'all was over 30 and had a baby from a bum? Don't be shamed. Just put me in the chat. How many of y'all was over 30 and had a baby from a bum? It's all right. It happens. It happens. That coochie head done got dusty, baby. You had to give it to somebody. I understand. Miss G for real said my dumb ass had 2 for him. That's all right, sister. That's so we gonna uplift you. How many of y'all had a baby with a bum and you was over the age of 30? 53, 53 butterfly said me, I was 42. God damn, girl. Girl, you had to be in the portable classes or your self-esteem had to be in the toilet, girl. Not at 42. You had to know better. Miracle said me. Miracle 41297 said me. Renford said me. Esther Augusta said me. I was 40. Esther, you ought to be ashamed of your damn self. Girl, now you was too good and grown for that. Dana Dane said me. Mike Espose said 42. LOL. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Y'all can't sit with me at Red Lobster when I go down there to get my crab boy. D. Foster said me. Waterfall It said me. Had two of them. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Jesus. It's not the 40. At 40, we good and grown. Y'all, how y'all made these types of mistakes at 40? What was going on? Is anybody lonely? Cause I'm lonely. Y'all had to be real lonely and lonely, broken hearted. Let's move right along, guys.
Biggest accomplishment was not on the basketball court.
One of my best decisions that I ever made in my life was to stop drinking.
What was that?
6 months now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Better than I did when I was doing it. When you get drunk, you're not how you usually are. The more and more I see it on other people, the more and more it makes me happy about the decision. And the more and more I see how the people around me appreciate it, I love it.
Congratulations to AI. That is a very big acknowledgement for anybody who's dealing with any kind of addiction or whatever the case may be. And I must say, all of us are kind of getting in our grown man era. That grown man weight sitting in his face looks really good. And is it me, or does Allen Iverson look like he could be a little bit related to Juvenile? Now, as for me, somebody said I'm drinking that. Nina said I'm drinking that channel. I'm in here too, baby. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I'm rich and I'm classy based, but I don't care what nobody say. Liquor tastes better out of a solo cup. It just do. It do. It do. And I don't care. I got my expensive jewelry on this hand, diamonds and shit, diamonds and Tiffany on this hand. And it's just something about stirring it up, bitch. Stirring it up. I like to stir it up. Also, if you got a company that make cups, if you make cups, we need some cups. I'm creating opportunities for the women in the Funky Bunch. Now, I could go over to China. I go over there and find whitefish with a little company over at Alibaba to do it. If you want a partnership with me, if you make cups and glasses and you want to partner and do a revenue share, let's hop on it. Let's get in it. But anyway, liquor tastes, I don't care how much money I ever come into, baby. Liquor gonna always taste good. And when I be at the parties, cause let me tell y'all something. Since I don't build this studio, I'm getting real famous. In the words of Miss Holler, I'm big shit now, baby. I'm up there with Oprah and Gail. Yeah, y'all don't understand. I'm up there with Oprah and Gail. When I start getting invited to the rich people parties, they always gonna know I'm in the building because I'm gonna have a red solo cup with me, baby. They ain't gonna never get this out my hand. And I'm gonna teach Melania Trump, Demi Moore, Jaja Gabor, Prince Diana, all them rich bitches. I'm gonna teach their ass how to be down home and how to drink out of cups like this. Because I don't care what nobody say. When you are tipsy, when you telling a story or whatever, this and holding it like this while you talking, this is just black people one-on-one. And I know y'all try to say black people are not a monolith. Yes, the fuck we is in this department. You is not black for real if you don't be down to the parties and at the yeah, girl. I got my income tax. I took the kids down to Disney World. Cup just be going like this. And see, for those y'all don't know how it go, for y'all young kids that's watching this, because y'all mama watch me, you don't fill the cup up. That's not classy based. You put it to about right here. Because you got to use this to help tell the girl, let me tell you something. Went down there, went down there. I went down there and I told her ass, you see what I'm saying? This cup in the Black community, this cup is more than just something to help us wet our palate. This cup is an accent that helps us pass down the oral tradition of being Black. This cup right here, put them sodas down and get one of them juices. And don't you go in that kitchen till you watch them. This cup means a lot. This cup keep people from getting hurt real bad. Because when they get to fighting, they don't drop this cup. If you mess around and drop this cup, now you got two hands free to whoop somebody's ass for real. See, when the fight break out down to the cookout, when one cousin hold this cup and get in the fight, they don't want to do no damage to the other person. Either that or they don't respect you enough to waste no liquor on your ass. This cup means a lot in the Black community. It means a lot. And I don't care how high up I go or how high my money get. Baby, I ain't letting go of this cup. Now, the best y'all can do is get some colors out of me. I tried to class it up. I ain't got no red one. I'm going to give you some colors, but this cup is the truth. Liquor gonna always taste better out of a solo cup. I don't give hot wine. Hot wine tastes good in it. Flat beer tastes good in it. That Hennessy and Coke that Chantel poured for you 2 hours ago that's melted as hell. It ain't melted, bitch. It just need to be stirred up. And Junebug, pour me a little bit more on top of here. Hold that hand. Pour me a little more like this. See, y'all don't understand. Black people, we came out the womb knowing sign language. That mean that when you see somebody pouring, they look and you do like this. Girl. I went down there, I had told her. That mean put me some more in my cup. And that don't mean come over here and ask me about no ice and ask me about no chaser. That mean whatever you pouring, if I look at you and I do like this, yeah, we gonna go down there and visit her for Thanksgiving, That mean put some more in this cup. Am I lying or am I lying? Anyway, it's 9:15, y'all. I'm finna get my ass up off the line, go get me something to eat, and I will call y'all later. Bye.